What's up, y'all? This is Sorry back with another reaction, y'all, from the FATMANS podcast, y'all. I got another reaction for y'all. Before we get up in this reaction, y'all, please hit that like button and subscribe button, y'all. And share the video with everybody. See your family, friends, whoever you see. And tell them to subscribe to the FATMANS podcast, y'all. Before we get up in this video, y'all, I want to say happy holidays. I was about to say Merry Christmas, y'all. Damn. Happy holidays. I hope your New Year's is going great. I hope your New Year is going to go great. I just have positivity for all you and your family. And let's get up in the video now. I meant to say, if you have any comments or opinions or thoughts, go ahead and put up in the comment section. I do read all of them. I'm not responsible, but I definitely do read them, y'all. But let's get up in this video, y'all. The channel is coming from, the video is coming from Jubilee, and the title is Millionaires versus Minimum Wage. Did you earn your money? Question mark. Middle ground. So I just want to see how they react to, how the minimum wage and millionaires react to. I just saw it up on my feed, my YouTube feed, and I said, shit, might as well react to it. And what's good up in here, y'all?
Hi, my name is Tim. I'm a community organizer here in LA. I work on environmental justice, social justice, housing justice, and incarceral state issues.
My name is Christiana Hurt. I'm the owner of the 7-figure brand Wealthy College Kid, and I'm 24 years old.
My name is Graham. I'm a real estate agent, real estate investor, and YouTuber.
My name is Beatrice. I am 21 and I am a Target worker.
My name is Brett Knudsen. I am an entrepreneur and an investor.
My name is Tiara Lucky and I am a minimum wage worker. I just hustle, do Instacart, and I'm also an actress.
The first prompt is, I worked for everything I earned.
So I grew up with two parents that were basically paycheck to paycheck, and none of them had any extra money. It was by seeing my parents struggle like that I really realized the value of money. So I basically poured everything I had into my work. There were years, I would say 4 years, that I didn't have any friends. From 18 to 22, it was just me. And I was working from probably 8 a.m. until midnight, working as a real estate agent.
I completely agree. I think that what a lot of people discount is all the sacrifices that are made. I didn't go to parties. I don't really honestly have like a ton of friends. And it's not like a sacrifice where I was like, I'm gonna have no friends, but you can only balance so many plates or you drop everything. And the plate that I chose to give up was a social life.
There's a lot of labor and communal effort that goes into getting all of us here that we don't get paid for, that other people don't get paid for. The examples that you two gave are perfect, actually. You both earn your money by extracting value from capital transactions. You are not building the house you're selling. You're not out there working like in a slave mine, pulling selenium out of the earth like some people on this planet are. And we have to re-understand what it means to earn money and how we all interact to do that.
How would you address, based off extracting value, if you start a company from the ground and then you build it into a multi-million-dollar company?
But no one does that because there's investors and stuff that come in too.
Not always.
Most of the time. You have to get capital from somewhere.
I have raised money before.
Yeah.
But I've also started companies that I didn't raise money for.
How would you finance them?
By working a part-time retail job for minimum wage and then saving up and then putting it in.
I have felt judged for my income level.
I think it's part of general society. We are always judging each other. Having used SNAP points before, like standing in a grocery store, using the card that I've gotten for the government to pay for food, and feeling the people behind me thinking that's something that you haven't earned or gotten.
Has somebody ever asked you to use your SNAP on them?
I have. Generally, there's not that much to go around.
It's the same mentality when it's $1 versus SNAP. Somebody could still ask me to share. Well, you get it. Why can't you help me out?
I didn't step forward because me personally, I surround myself with people that just like what's in my bank account just doesn't matter to the people that are around me. I do think a lot of judgment towards how much you make reflects on like your dating experience. That I do feel.
See, I've never had that because I'm
No?
so frugal. If there are girls that are out there who want me for my money, like they should know I'm probably like the cheapest person out there. I literally will wait like 9 p.m. for happy hour to start just so I get the happy hour menu. And so, like, so I would be like the last person any sort of like gold digger would want.
I find myself in situations with these boys that have no job, no nothing. And I end up taking on these charity cases of relationships. Oh, why don't you put him on or build him up? And it's like, you can't build.
Yeah, it's not Build-A-Bear.
I mean, you can. I mean, I've met guys I've dated that, you know, go on to have successful businesses from my input. And, you know, you want to date somebody equal or greater, but then you don't want to be materialistic about like, well, I only date people with money because I make money.
Exactly.
Anyone can become rich if you work hard enough.
So I just think that anyone could become rich if they actually like believed in themselves and took the risk to actually believe in themselves, that there is some success at the end of the line of that.
I feel like a lot of it comes down to mindset first and really having the belief that you can do that. I know for me, one of my biggest concerns was I didn't have any skills whatsoever and I didn't get into college. I have like a 2.0 GPA in high school. Like it was terrible. I had such bad grades, but I really turned that into a positive, and I really believe this actually happened for a reason because now I could pursue something else, which was real estate, because that didn't require a college degree. And looking back now, that was the best thing that had ever happened.
That's like a really sticky situation with anyone can become like rich, and because I don't think that's completely true. A lot of people can if they have like connections and stuff, you know, but I feel like sometimes people like they work 2 jobs, or sometimes they have other things going on. They have to pay their needs first. They don't always have like money for that, you know? Because like my dad, he's like a landscape worker. He has tried making his own company and it doesn't always like work out. He has tried hard. It doesn't work. That's why I think it's like you have to have connects, you know? That's why.
Do you mind if I interject?
Yeah.
In terms of building connections, I didn't have any connections either when it comes to, you know, working in real estate. And what I did to make the connections is I went to open houses every single Sunday for months. And I probably met at least 50 or 60 real estate agents. And it was through that I met one agent who was really gracious enough to say, if you want to come work underneath me, I'm happy to do that. And it was really that connection, which you know, like you mentioned connection, that I met that person through just really kind of putting myself out there to meet people.
There's a lot of institutional and systemic barriers that we aren't really talking about. If you walk into like a Beverly Hills $5 million house not speaking English, they're probably not going to give you the like hookup. We don't tend to move within circles where those connections cross economic and socioeconomic lines. But even beyond that, I want to say like you took a big risk and your risk paid off. But what if your risk hadn't paid off? And that's for a lot of people who do try and start their own business or try and start their own YouTube channel. That risk doesn't pay off and there's no real safety net there. So we're not really getting an adequate side of people who have like taken that entrepreneurial risk and not been able to take it again.
I'm almost worried it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy though. If you go in it fearing, oh, what am I gonna fail? And that becomes your main focus, I think more people are less likely to take risks actually needed to succeed because they're more focused on not failing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think your beliefs create the level of action you take, and the level of action you take determines your results, and it is cyclical.
Oh yeah, before we get back into that, me personally, I think there's money to go around for everyone. The problem is people don't want to take the risk in order to do it. And you gotta understand, most people got the mindset of working instead of building something for themselves. And I'm not saying like not every person in the entire world, because obviously you got people that just make millions every damn day, so they sit around making millions. You know what I mean? They just work hard enough for them to just make millions a day in one day. But I'm just saying, like, I believe there is money to go around for everyone because we live in a capitalist society. Unless you're talking about like if you want to go to another country and do it, I guess. But I don't know what to say on that. Like me personally, I just believe it's. I think everybody can make money. I think everybody can make a million. You know what I mean? There's people out here that just work until they're 50, 60 years old and just save their money and now they're millionaires. You know what I mean? Like that, or their money is tied up into their house or tied up in something else, or they had their children and they had their children and the children make them millionaires. You know what I mean? It's just, I think there's so much money to go around for everyone. You got the Somalians, like the Somalians stay up in one house all together and then they make their money, then they go ahead and buy houses up or something like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's just my mindset. I just believe that there's money to go around for everyone. If you work hard enough, you can make it. Me personally. And some people disagree with me, and that's okay. But what's the other topic? I felt like there's obviously a lot of people that's gonna judge you for you being a millionaire or having the money. They're gonna say, oh, you didn't put nobody on, or oh, you a fake millionaire, or because you don't flaunt, or you do flaunt, oh, you don't got the money, this and that. And I really believe that people that say they are the brokest people in the society that just don't have any money, you know what I mean, hating on anybody that is successful in life. And I will never, ever, 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 down somebody that is successful in their life. You know what I mean? Taking care of their family, have millions of dollars in the bank. You know what I mean? I just can't do it because I'm not doing it yet. So I can't down them for them doing it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Me personally, I don't know if I don't see no problem with you having an EBT card unless you're like building yourself up to not even go on just go on yourself instead of using an EBT card or something like that, or I don't know, all the other stuff. Me personally, you know what I mean, if you're one of these people that generation of welfare children or something like that, you're wrong. You're wrong. Just wrong as hell. That's all I got to say on that one. I believe you do work for everything that you get. You know what I mean? Even if you have a 9-to-5 job, there's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5 job. That's hustling too, to provide for your family and stuff like that. I see nothing wrong with that. As long as you're taking care of your family, your wife, and all that stuff, I see nothing wrong with you having a 9-to-5 job. I have a 9-to-5 job myself. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. But you work for everything that you worked for. Like I worked for myself to get a computer. I work for myself to have this camera right now. I work for myself to have this light. You know what I mean? I work for myself to have my TV back there. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think you work for everything, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right, y'all. Let's get back up in here. We only got not that long. We only got 6-7 minutes.
I am not obligated to give to the less fortunate.
So the reason I stood up on this one is one of the missions in my organizing is getting away from this kind of notion that we have that charity or philanthropy is the way in which we solve social problems. At the same time, I still give people money when I have extra change in my pocket, so I don't want to seem like I'm totally opposed to it.
I agree with that. I've given people money and not gotten it.
My bad, y'all. I didn't mean to pause it. They got some of these people got some big ass heads on this. I got a big head my damn self, but they got big heads. The guy Brett and her, they got big heads.
Back, I've given people money and they've wasted it on drugs. Why did I even give you the money to begin with if you weren't going to use it to better yourself? Is it my job to make sure that you're not going hungry? No, we have plenty of organizations that will make sure that you're eating, make sure that you have a roof over your head. Yeah. It doesn't have to fall on my shoulders, per se.
I feel like when you say, are you obligated to give to the unfortunate, it's always the mindset of money. Well, guess what? I have no money currently to give. But I have my morality, I have my goodness about me. I'm just trying to build a community, especially when you have a group of people that is creative and supportive, you build faster than just by yourself.
I don't always donate with money. Sometimes I'll go and I'll fill bags of food for kids that are starving, you know what I mean? So it doesn't always have to be money. Like, I don't think it's our responsibility to give money based off of what we think the person's gonna do with it. Like, that's on them if they choose to use it wrongly. It's our responsibility just to be generous.
I am not afraid to spoil myself.
I personally do spoil myself. I work hard to be able to go into a store and get something for myself. I bought a $4,000 hairless cat that I had genetically made. And when I was in high school, when I started making money, I went and got that cat. You know, when you're in middle school and everybody's hitting puberty and getting taller and boobs, and I didn't get any boobs. What did I do when I started making money? I went and bought boobs. Like, that's what I wanted. And you know, there's the controversy of like, you're gonna die from your implants. Like, I'll die a D cup and have no problem with it.
So I rarely ever treat myself. I basically keep my spending at the same as when I was like, 19 or 21. No matter how much money I make, I spend the exact same amount. For instance, this sounds crazy, but when I was like 17, I wanted a Lamborghini. And there was nothing I wanted more. I want to be that guy, 18 years old and pull up with a Lambo. Like, that was my dream. But when I actually got the money to go and buy the car, all of a sudden I realized, like, wait a second, that's stupid. I'm not gonna get the car. I'm going to invest it in real estate instead. But then I'm gonna wait, and then I'm gonna get the Lamborghini. And then you save up even more, and then you realize, wait, the Lambo is still stupid. Let me go and, invest it. And even now, like, the chase and ambition of getting something is way more fun and enjoyable than actually getting that thing.
I don't really spoil myself because I always buy my needs first. I usually wait till like my next check to see if I have extra money, and if I do, then I spoil myself. But if I don't, then I don't.
I think it's interesting also that almost all of us have associated spoiling ourselves with spending money, and at the same time said spending that money is very unfulfilling. It's weird because even myself, like, I really just like having an F-off day and I just hang out and don't do anything and have any responsibilities, but I don't think about it as spoiling myself, even though that's my favorite time to spend.
I wish I had more money.
For me, I think it's always a comfort thing knowing that I have a little bit more saved up or invested. And I think it could just be a psychological thing that no matter how much money I have, it's always psychologically never going to be enough because that becomes your new normal. So I think you're always chasing that.
See, I want more money so that I can pay off like my debt and travel. And like help some family members, and that's it.
That's why I want money. I mean, I don't want to be like, oh, give me money, but like, I just want it for my needs, or just for like a car because I need a car, or just stuff my family needs, stuff my friends need.
I think for me, if I'm honest with myself, it's getting further away from how broke I was because I'm scared of that ever happening again. There's no end because of that.
So, of course, everyone could always use more money. Like, I've met billionaires who could definitely say that they would want more money, but more, I want to see a society in which the money that we have doesn't determine all of our possibilities. Because it seems like when we talk about solving problems, it comes back to money. My utopian vision is like a society where money really doesn't matter because we don't really need it to figure out value, but it makes a good translation for the time being.
Yeah. I see what he is. There's, all right, my guy. Okay. I guess that's what he want. I guess. Me personally. All right. Let me see. Let me stop for me. We say, are you obligated to give? Absolutely not. You are not obligated to give no people money. You're not obligated to give them friendship. None of that. You ain't obligated to give nobody nothing. I'm sorry. That's not how it goes. You don't have to give people nothing. I don't care if it's money, food, drinks, friendship, respect, unless they respect you first. You are not obligated to give nothing to somebody. Absolutely not. I disagree with it. I'm sorry. Hell no. I just disagree with it. Fuck no. What was this other one? Do what you spoil yourself. I mean, not really. Like, I'll buy me like a computer for y'all to like do my YouTube stuff, but I usually save my money, you know what I mean? I try to, once in a while, get some stuff on Amazon or something like that for like a week or so. But then I'm like, oh, hell no, you gotta save up and do all that stuff. Me personally, if I was in, like Grand Stefan said, he wants to save. I mean, I understand saving and stuff like that. But if I had millions of dollars in the bank, y'all, and when I do have it, I'm gonna swear the hell out of myself. I probably ain't gonna buy me no Lamborghini. I'm too big to be whipping no Lamborghini. I don't understand. I'm gonna give me a Bugatti. What color is your Bugatti? No, I'm saying. I probably would get me like I like cars too. I'll give me a couple cars. What else do I like? I like houses. I'll probably give me a couple houses, but probably mostly for real estate too. I probably like get me some fixer-uppers and go ahead and fix those and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Like, I always start about like, because I want to go into trucking, I always start about like starting my own trucking company. So I'll buy me a couple of trucks, like 5, 6 of them. You know what I mean? Go ahead and invest in that or something like that. But I guess that wouldn't be spoiling myself, but I don't know. What was the other one?
That's why I want money. I mean,
I wish I
I wish I had more money. Obviously, yes. I wish I had money. I wish I had more money than everything else. Like, there's no, like, on and on. I wish I had more money. Like, you can't deny that. That's just what humans do. We strive to have more and more and more and more until we can't have no more. You know what I mean? We'll die. We'll die to just be more wealthy, more great, more power. That's just how it goes in the human brain and human society and nature too. But yeah, obviously I wish I had more money. They talking about family and stuff. F your family. I'm sorry. The only money I'm gonna give is my mom, my sister, and my dad. That's pretty much it. Fuck all your other family, your friends. Fuck them. I'm sorry. F them. They could go to hell, to be completely honest. Like, I've never been like an advocate, oh, I was gonna give my money to my family and stuff like that. Hell no. Like, if it's my wife or something like that, yeah, and my wife, my kids, stuff like that, I'll take care of her mother, her fam, like her mother and father and stuff like that. But F all the other cousins and stuff like that. F them. I'm sorry. F them. They can go straight to hell. I ain't give no money unless they can like actually prove. Like, I'll probably give them a test. Like, hey, here's 10,000. If you could double my money in 1 year, 20,000. If you're gonna double my money in 1 year, shit, I'll give you the money. I'll give you more money if you know what I mean. If you need it, you know what I mean. But for F them. But that's all. I just want more money, just to take care of my mom, my sister, and me, and you know what I mean. Who else I have in my life. But that's pretty much it, y'all. Please hit that like button and subscribe button, y'all. Please share the video with everybody. See your family, friends, whoever you see. And tell them to subscribe to the FATMANS podcast, y'all. I want to say happy New Year's. I hope your New Year goes great. I hope you have just great positivity in your life. Hope, you know what I mean, your life will go good this year. I hope you succeed whenever you want to succeed in this year. I feel like my year is gonna be great, just like y'all's. So yeah, if you have any comments, go ahead in the comment section. Any thoughts or opinions, go ahead and put up in the comment section, y'all. But peace out from the FATMANS podcast, y'all. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.